A very good morning, students. Today we are going to understand the concept of BCG or Boston Consultancy Group Matrix. It is also known as Growth Share Matrix. We are further going to understand what is the importance of studying this matrix, right? So before that, we need to know what is the meaning of business portfolio. So it's a company's set of investments, holdings, products, businesses, and brands, right? So if I ask you, who is the parent company of Tata Group? So it's basically Tata Sons. So under Tata Sons, there are various businesses, right? What are those? For example, Tata Salt, Tata Chemicals, okay, Tata Motors, Tata anything for that matter, any business for that matter. So it's a sum of all that the business has. So when I talk about one business, let's say I talk about Tata Salt, it's basically a business portfolio. So what all will it have? It will have all the investments of that business, and we call it strategic business unit. So all the investments of Tata Salts, all the holdings, all the products, all the businesses, and all the brands that it sells under this is basically a business portfolio. And what is the difference between a business portfolio and a product portfolio? So it's a part. Product portfolio, remember, is a part of business portfolio. Okay, business portfolio is a wider term. So if I want to define what exactly it is, it's the products mix of market segments. For example, under Tata Salt, let's say there are many products, there are many salts which are being sold in the market. Okay, so it is basically a product mix, okay, of market segments. So we all know we divide the market on the basis of various things like demography, geography, or psychography or behavioral aspects. So basically, product portfolio is the products mix of market segments. So it's basically combination of all the salts that I'm selling in case of Tata Salt for that matter. So marketing managers attempt to make a product appeal to a specific group of people called segments. Okay, let's say Tata Salt also sells to premium customers, normal customers, and those health conscious customers, right? So it has made a segment. So what exactly is the purpose of studying business portfolio is because the BCG matrix works on these only. Okay. For example, if my business, if I have lot many businesses, like I have, let's say, Tata Salts, Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals for that matter, then I will be seeing through this matrix which business is doing better and which is not. If a business is not in that good condition, or if a product portfolio is not that in that good condition, then I'm going to withdraw those products simply, right? Now, what is business portfolio analysis? So this is what BCG matrix helps in. So it's an analytical tool which views a corporation as a basket or portfolio of products or strategic business units to be managed for the best possible outcomes or results. So all the businesses are categorized into either a star, a question mark, cow, or a dog category depending upon their market growth rate and market share. So we are going to understand BCG metrics in detail. Okay, but first let us see how it originated, how this basically a way of analyzing the business portfolio originated. So the growth share matrix was created in 1968 by BCG founder himself. So he was Bruce Henderson. So it was published in one of the BCG's short provocative essays called Perspectives. Okay, so it was published in Perspectives. It was an essay basically of the Boston Consultancy Group in 1968. At the height of its success, the growth share matrix was used about half of all the Fortune 500 companies. So imagine the impact and the usefulness of this concept. Okay, this analytical tool, right? So today it is still a central in business school teachings on business strategies. Okay, so whenever the big business schools or any kind of business school for that matter is teaching business strategy, it is basically teaching business matrix or Boston Consultancy Group matrix also. Now, understanding this matrix, see, the growth share matrix is basically a portfolio management framework that helps companies decide how to prioritize their different businesses. So I talked about Tata Group, okay, Tata Sons, which is the parent company of all the other businesses that is it has under it, like your Tata Motors, okay, Tata Chemicals, Tata Salts, okay. So, what do? We basically see which business portfolio is performing better. Is it, if one portfolio is not performing better, then what do we do it? What do we do? We just eliminate, okay. But the thing is, not only the business portfolio is seen in this, we also see product portfolio, which product is performing well and which is not performing well, right? For example, if Tata Premium is not performing well, so it comes under the category of dog, that is, it is neither having a future growth or not having a present growth, right? Market share, so it will be withdrawn from the market, okay. So the basic thing is, in BCG matrix we are studying the business portfolio also, and also the product portfolio, and we categorize the products into four parts, or the business units into four parts, that is cow, dog, star, okay, question mark. If it the business unit or the product portfolio falls under any of these categories, we decide to take certain action, okay. So it is a table split into four quadrants, each with its unique symbol that represents a degree of profitability, like question marks, as I said, stars, or pets, often represented by a dog, and cash cow. So, by assigning each business to one of these four categories, executives can decide where to focus their resources and capital to generate the most value. Okay, now detailed explanation of this is here. So the matrix reveals two factors that companies should consider when deciding where to invest: companies' competitive and market attractiveness. Okay, with relative market share and growth rate and the underlying drivers of these factors. We are also going to understand this matrix through a diagram in the later part, but let us see its explanation, okay. Each of the four quadrants represents a specific combination of relative market share and growth. So understand this. The basically matrix is divided into two parts, okay. One on the vertical axis, okay, and one on the horizontal axis. So when we talk about the vertical axis, okay, what do we have on vertical axis? There is market growth rate, and on the horizontal there is market share. So what do we mean by market growth rate? For example, if I have a certain product, okay, in my product portfolio, which is having a high market growth rate. So what do I mean by this? That product is having a high scope of growth in the future. Okay, and if I talk about market share, which is represented on the horizontal axis, that means what is its present market share? Let's say 10% or 20%. So we basically categorize the products on these, or business units on these basis. So the first one is low market growth, high share. If a product is, let's suppose, having a low market growth and a very high share, low market growth and a very high share, so what do we call this? We basically call this cash cows. That is, that product is generating a lot of income for us for the time being, or as of now this current share is very high, but in the future there's no guarantee that the share will be high, or simply the share won't be high, right? In the market, in the future the market growth won't be high, so we call this cash cow. Then high market growth, high share, what do we call this? This is a star, basically, which is having good future also and having good present also, in the form of high share in the present, market share in the present, and high market growth in the future. Now high market growth, low share, what do we call this? We basically call this a question mark. So we basically it depends basically whether we are going to keep this product or not on its chance of becoming star. Okay, so question mark is basically a question mark, that we do not have a guarantee that this will be a this will give good return in future or not. Okay, now low market share and low growth, it is basically represented by a dog, which is also called pets, right? So we decide to eliminate these business units or the simply products, right? Now it would be better understood through this diagram, right? So here what do we see? As I said, on the vertical axis there is a market growth rate, right? And on the horizontal axis there is relative market share. So there are four things that we see, like star, question mark, and a cash cow and a dog. So if, let's say, if I give you an example of a shampoo, let's say we take an example of a shampoo of a company. If that product is having a high market growth, okay, market growth rate, that is in future that product is going to go good, and relative market share and current market share is also high. Let's say a shampoo called paint rub is having a okay good market share, 10% market share, and in the future also we expect that it is going to have a good market share, then we call it a star, and we do not eliminate this product, we keep this product in our portfolio. Then if that product is question mark, okay, if we are not sure about this shampoos, neither related market share is also not good, or it is doubtable, okay, it can grow in the future, and it is possible that market growth is also will not grow in the future. So it's a question mark basically. We are not sure of its present, that is its market share and its market growth rate also. And then what about cow? Cow is basically which is not having a present, which is having a good market share presently, 10% or 20%, but in the future it's not sure that it is going to grow. So this is a cash cow which is giving us cash in present, but in future we do not have guarantee that it will go, right? Now dog is basically which is neither having a good market share, neither having a market growth rate, right? So this is basically a dog, and we eliminate this product. Okay, so hope everything is clear to you all. Basically we talked today about business consultant Boston Consultancy Group matrix, which was given by Bruce Henderson, to understand, to analyze the business portfolio or product portfolio, so that we can consider keeping that business or that product or not, right? So this was all for today. Please do not forget to subscribe and like the channel.